Now, a new documentary filmed over 6 years shows how one family deeply entangled in this conflict made their way to freedom.
Mr. President Bashar al-Assad, his boys, take my mother.
Amma met Ragda in a Syrian prison cell 21 years ago. Amma was a Palestinian activist, Ragda a Syrian revolutionary and member of a banned communist party. Through a hole in the wall, they spoke and fell in love. When they were released, Amma after 2 years and Ragda after 3 years, they got married and had 2 children. Then Ragda was thrown back in prison for writing a book critical of the Assad regime.
أنا مامي يا عمي سبك أنتي أنا بحبك بس سبك بحبك مستعدك أنتي سبك أنا ولدي بس زعلانة لأني ما شفتك أنا بدي إياكي تيجي.
On Ragda's release in 2011, after 16 months in prison, the family was reunited and the revolution was in full swing. Filmmaker Sean McAllister had started filming their story 2 years previously. In October 2011, he was arrested by the Syrian regime. His footage of Amma and Ragda had put him and the family in terrible danger.
I mean, that's a very tactical thing. Throughout the night, they always have somebody being beaten, so that all you can ever hear is the howls, and that actually is a lot more haunting than actually seeing somebody die. Just hearing men cry in these beating way, it's a sort of thing that plays on you. Amazing, really, to think that some of these people would go in and back into this process, that would keep risking and knowing what they would face by being picked up again, but they were still going through it. I mean, real amazingly strong people.
Sean was released after a week and the family fled to safety in Lebanon. But Ragda's passion for the revolution drove her back to Syria, leaving her family behind.
What happened in my heart is broken every day.
4 months later, Ragda returned and the family was granted asylum in France. But under the strain of the move and the distance from the revolution, Amma and Ragda's relationship started to break down, with devastating consequences for the family.
She tried to kill herself.
Yeah, don't forget.
What did you do?
What? I cleaned up everything.
Lots of blood. Was it dangerous?
Yes.
Was it dangerous?
Yes, very dangerous.
She was close.
The blood like...
As hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees flee to Europe, the story of this Syrian family in exile shows that challenges are far from over once they reach European shores.
These poor guys that have been through these horrendous things that we don't really know and appreciate are catapulted into another part of the world. They're expected to just get on with it. And I think we need to understand that distance between where refugees are at emotionally and where they are when they come to our shores.
For Ragda and Amma, the freedom they so desperately hoped for came at a high price. But despite everything, there is still hope for the future.
I cannot change. Many waves take me to strange places, but inside me still like that. I have this hope for human, for freedom, for my country. I have many questions about myself inside. I need answer.